Welcome, patrons. So, I hate to classify this video as a news video because at this point, this all happened about a month ago. But given that I've been swinging from cold to cold, and this has been the best my voice has sounded in literally weeks, here we are. So, if somehow you have not heard, late in January, BioWare decided to basically cut most of its staff. While many of the devs were placed in other companies within EA, many were also laid off, adding to an already ungodly amount of game industry layovers these past few years. This happened right as I was making final edits to the last video on my channel, so I was able to, very briefly talk through a message up. I don't know what you want to call it, what was new, but if you missed that ending slide, I'm going to throw it up here to just spread the same message again. Support the people that make the things you love, not the companies. Over the past month, I've had various people ask me what happens now, so this is mainly me talking about that. Dragon Age as a whole. So, will there be more Dragon Age is a question that, for some reason, a lot of people have been asking me. And I've seen it around a lot, too. So, technically, BioWare still is working on things, although at this moment, all the focus is on Mass Effect. Now, could one day they touch on more Dragon Age? Sure, it is possible. Even if BioWare turns to ash, EA could choose to make a new Dragon Age game at any time, as they own the rights. But, and I cannot stress this enough, all of the Dragon Age devs are gone. There is no one left at BioWare to work on anything Dragon Age. From all the little secret sources I've gathered in my time on the council and more, Dragon Age is basically on ice. But even if it does come back, I'm not sure how much of the old team will return, if any, and depending on how you feel about this current situation, do you want to play a Dragon Age game that's made by completely different people? I don't know. I don't know if I do. So this is the end of an era for Dragon Age and even BioWare as a whole. If you were somehow holding on hope for Veilguard DLC or a World of Thetis Volume 3, a smaller Dragon Age game, novels, or even just Absolution Season 2, my friends, it has never been more over. I don't mean to crush the hope, but I am telling you, it's not happening right now. Maybe even ever. I don't know. If BioWare does ever return to Thetis, it's going to be sometime after the next Mass Effect in probably 3 to 4 years. I'm completely guessing that number, by the way. I generally don't know. But yeah, if that even happens. If you want my personal opinion, which I publish now in hopes that I can be proven wrong, what we have now is all that we'll ever get. At best, I can hope that one rebellious dev leaks the internal Dragon Age wiki, maybe some devs post behind-the-scenes tidbits on social media as time goes on, and I pray someone gives us more translations to the in-game languages. There's just a lot in Veilguard that we don't actually know what it means yet. Now, we have already seen new Dragon Age merch coming out of the BioWare gear store. Maybe Sanshi has something out for Dragon Age Day again. I don't know. But yeah, in the past, if you've been watching me for a while, I have been super optimistic about rumors on BioWare shutting its doors and how it was hogwash and Dragon Age 4 was going to definitely release, and it has. So for those of you longtime viewers and hearing me say this, I hope you know how serious I am when I believe it's over and we're done. Channel. So then I say all of this and people ask what happens next to the channel and this space. Now, the reality is that this channel could never exist forever. One day I will quit. But that's also no time soon. There's just too much I want to talk about, want to explore from Veilguard. I want to finish the Codex entries one day, which I've been promising for ages at this point, but what else do I have to do now, I suppose? Yeah, I have the rest of the companion videos I also want to do too, by the way. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I started this channel not because I want to make it big on YouTube or get attention from BioWare so Senpai notices me, but because I just love talking about Dragon Age. It gets out of my head, and I just enjoy doing that. I love doing little projects about it and trying to find new theories in Dragon Age and all of that. I just enjoy doing that, and that doesn't go away even if my emotional support dev team is scattered to the winds and abused by the C-suite. frankly, the parts of the channel that I question now is how much I want to continue with official content creation programs. Now, at this moment, I keep the relationship open to hear any rumblings and rumors, so I ask that one day, and I say this with like absolutely nothing lined up at the moment, but if a day comes up and I'm doing some weird promotional video, know that I probably feel about it the same way you do. But I'm the only long-term representative from Dragon Age, and I kind of want to at least be there to show that we as a community exists in like the corporate world. I don't actually know if that's valuable or not. I genuinely don't. But on the off chance it is, I want to show that there's people still here. You know what I mean? And as someone who's already in that door, I want to take that responsibility. Does that make sense? maybe this is meaningless, but that's just kind of how I feel about it right now. Now, all that said, well, this has been the case for 4 years now. Older viewers might remember a time when I had weekly videos and all sorts of cool things quite frequently. And minus Veilguard's summer videos, which were a very special case that I like basically killed myself over. I think I'm finally trying to be honest with myself, and I'm going to aim with one solid video a month and hoping to jump into Codex entries again soon. That's like... Why hasn't Codex entries been coming out is mainly because recording audio with a toddler running around is hard. I don't get a lot of options. So when I'm able to record audio, I do stuff like this. But I'll do my best. Anyway, and now I keep getting asked this, will I stream Veilguard? Absolutely. But frankly, the atmosphere around it is just so fucking shitty. I can't be asked to do it for a while because I'm just gonna go off on people, and like nobody wants that. That's not no. People do absolutely want to see me go off on some randos on the internet, but the problem is the randos on the internet want me to go off so they can clip it and do whatever the fuck, and frankly, I can't be asked to do that. So when everyone forgets about Veilguard, that's when I'll come in streaming Veilguard. I honestly, there's like that whole element, but I'm also trying to figure out what my canon is because there's a lot of choices. I don't know what to do. So I want to like play it through a couple times to like try to figure out what my canon is, and then we go on from there. A note about Inquisition. Okay, so real quick, I just want to have a serious talk on if BioWare shuts down for good. Now, from my understanding, there is a chance that if BioWare were to shut down, the servers required for the Dragon Age Keep would live with EA. But I want you all to plan for the worst, because if nothing else, the Dragon Age Keep goes down quite a lot. So if you're already prepared, then you don't even have to worry about it. Which, by the way, if the Keep goes down for an extended period of time, like tag me or something, we'll do socials at the end. But like, I at least know people that I can poke to help bring it back up, because sometimes things happen. Sometimes there's just like EA servers doing their thing, and that's why it goes down. But like sometimes there's just honestly a hiccup. So like if something happens with the DA Keep for like a couple days, poke me. Now, if you play Dragon Age Inquisition, there are 3 things that the servers are used for: multiplayer, the Golden Nug, and world states. Now, if the Keep is down or shut forever, those things would largely be lost. If you are on PC, the Golden Nug and world states can be modded to your whims right now, or are at least approximated. I don't know if there's like a proper Golden Nug thing, but you can at least like unlock all the armors and stuff. There's ways around it that you can do. It might be a little bit fiddly, and yeah, given enough time, it might even be possible for multiplayer servers to be made, although I kind of doubt there's a large enough community support for that. But in theory, it could work, I suppose. I don't know how. I don't know, maybe not. Now, soon enough, I want to make a guide for PC players to use Inquisition without the servers, and that includes like going into your saves and modifying save flags to create a world state. That way you don't have to use the Keep if that's what you want. So like PC players, things will get probably more annoying if the Dragon Age Keep dies, but will survive for the most part. If you're into multiplayer, I'm very sorry. However, console players, we need to have a chat, because you will be shit out of luck if the servers went down. Today, this week, and I mean it, if there is a world state you love and you're really attached to, or would want to play in the future, start a new game of Inquisition with that world state to replay and hoard that save like it's gold. Maybe even play far enough to have the Golden Nug activated too. As long as you load into the game after Cassandra cuts your ties on the way to the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Your world state will be locked in, and you can load in without any servers. Now, the Golden Nug is only available after you form the Inquisition in Haven, which is a little bit farther into the game, but it's still pretty early. It's not ideal, but at least you have that early save, you know, in case you get the itch to do it again. And if you don't like how your character looks, you can go into Black Emporium and mess with all that at least. So keep that in mind. I also recommend that if you haven't done so, there is a multiplayer exclusive Skyheld decor. Now, to obtain it, you need to defeat the dragon, which if you're good, I hear you can do it alone. I am not good. So it's a lot easier with other people. Now, again, if you are on PC, you can unlock this fairly easy with mods. Your mileage may vary. The damp servers are not cross-platform, so if you are having troubles looking for other people to play with, make sure you try forming groups on Discord with friends or on the r Dragon Age co-op subreddit. It's not really active, but if enough of you go there looking, you might get someone to play with. Our community. Now, outside of official Dragon Age, frankly, the Dragon Age community has always been the best part. Now, I know a lot of you just scoffed at that because every community has shitty fans and dark sides, and we are no exception at all. But Dragon Age has always shined through its community works. Art, fics, mods, theory posts longer than the dictionary. We're a very passionate bunch, to say the least. For myself, and an update to my followers here, I've largely stopped being active on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it these days. And outside of YouTube, I'm really only on Blue Sky, and I'll pop into various Dragon Age subreddits when I have the time. I'm more lurking there, but if you say my name 3 times, I might see you. And then I might comment on something. I don't know. I also tend to lurk in the major Discord servers or like modding servers for Dragon Age. And honestly, don't feel shy in tagging me in community events or on Discord or something. Like, will I get to it? I don't know. I am the type of person to see a tag and go, oh, I'll respond later, and then just frankly forget. So, you know, you'll... If you ask me a very short question, that's more likely how you're gonna get me. But yeah, there is one thing I want to say before I end the video. When it all came out that the Dragon Age team had been gutted, I was obviously heartbroken for various reasons. I'm very jovial in this video because I've had time to process, but like, I was sad. To say the least. And one of the original writers for Dragon Age, Chi, saw my post, and I just want to read it to you all now. So a cool French woman dropped a cool quote from Camus on me today. In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. I mean, who does resistance like the French, right? We're going through it right now. It's a lot, everywhere. But Dragon Age isn't dead. There's fic, there's art, there's connections we made through the games and because of the games. Technically, EA and BioWare owns the IP, but you can't own an idea, no matter how much they want to. Dragon Age isn't dead because it's yours now. So someone just reposted my thing saying that they'll write a giant AU, and that's what I'm talking about. If Dragon Age has inspired you to do something, if it sparks that invincible summer, then it's done its job, and it has been my greatest honor to have been a part of that. While obviously my channel will focus on lore coming out of the official sources, I also want you all to take these words to heart. Thedas is yours now. Create with it, take it to places you've always wanted to see and it just never did. Go explore across the sea in your mind, write that fic about what your favorite romance is up to now, mod in that armor you want to see your OC in, draw the concept of what your character would look like in another game, go wild, go crazy, break the lore and rebuild it to how you see fit, write your own World of Thedas Volume 3, make your own Dragon Age 5. Our future is uncertain, but no one can take our Dragon Age away from us. And that's all I have today. Now, I do want to note that this video is not counting as my large video of the month. This was supposed to be February's. Again, sick a lot. Whatever. So look out for another one in the next few weeks. And I just thank you all for being here and for all the supports. And I look forward to discussing our Dragon Age with you in the future. And my dear friends, Daresharal.